Hello, my name is Lacey and welcome back to Late Night Coloring Mama. Tonight, I thought we would continue the color in chat, and this will be the final coloring chat, part 3 of Animal Quest Color by Number Christmas. So I do want to let you guys know that I did color some more of this off camera. I only have a little bit left, so I thought, why not? Let's do some chatting and catch up and finish it up. So grab yourself something to drink. Tonight I am drinking some black tea, cinnamon and spice it has in there. It's my first time having that kind, and I really like it. I did purchase it from Aldi. So yeah, let's get started, and I will show you what I have colored while I wasn't on camera. And I'm absolutely loving the picture. So, this is a Sun Life drawing coloring book. In it, again, it shows what the pictures are, which I try not to look at those. All the colors are here. You can do your color palette here if you like to do that. I don't really ever use those. I kind of just pick what I feel would look good. And then here's the color palette back here. And here is the picture we're working on. So I did get a lot of the background colored, and I'm so happy with it. So we only have a little bit left, so I thought, why not just come on, do a little color and chat, and let's finish it up. I will link the coloring book and the markers I'm using down below. I am using a variety of Bic markers and some Crayola markers. I left off on number 17, I believe, so we'll start on 17, which will be pink. And for that, I am using, so this just says Bic Fine Permanent, and it's Fandango Pink. And that's the tip on that. So we'll start on number 17, which looks like there's some right here in the mouse's ear. So, how is everyone doing today? I am actually doing pretty good. My kids and I went to my sister's today. Some of my other sisters went over there as well, and my niece and my sister-in-law, and we did some Christmas goodie baking. Went about noon today, and I didn't get home till like 7:30 tonight. We made frosted sugar cookies with sprinkles, made a ton of those. We made some snickerdoodles, which are my absolute favorite cookie. We made chocolate chip cookies, peanut butter cookies. We also made pretzel rods with the almond bark. We did the white chocolate and just the chocolate. The white ones are my favorite. I do like the chocolate too, but the white ones are my favorite. And we put sprinkles on those as well. And we did some that we made a minty with some mint extract. And they smelled really good. We also made some Reese's brownies. And we did, I want to say they were like a chocolate chunk caramel brownie. So yeah, we did a lot of baking today, and everybody got to take some home. My sister made some lasagna for everyone for like a late lunch. And some garlic bread, which was really good. Did a crock pot lasagna. And then we sat and she had a family video from 23 years ago that we watched. So that was really good to see us all back then and the kids. And, well, some of us were kids, kind of. Not really, but younger, I should say. So that was a lot of fun, catching up on memories and laughing. And then after that, we went to our parents' house. And our parents' and we brought them some goodies, which they both love the sweets. Mom and Dad love the sweets. So they were pretty happy. And we also well, I should say my sister also, not we also, I don't know what I was thinking. She came from out of state and she made us all earrings. So I got some vintage Santa earrings that I thought were so cute. She had tons of them. I loved them all. But we only picked one because she was given gifts for everyone since we don't see her too often. So that was really nice. And then my sister-in-law got all of us these really nice cozy blankets. I love blankets. I have a ton of blankets. I am obsessed with blankets. Even in the summer, I will have a blanket on. It'd be scorching hot, and we have the air on, and it still might be not, it'd be comfortable enough you probably don't need a blanket, but I always have a blanket on, always. When I sleep, I have to have a blanket on. I cannot not have a blanket. So yes, my blanket was like a, I want to say not like a hunter green, but in between a hunter green and an olive green, and it had Christmas trees on it. And then the inside was like white and fluffy. Ugh. Me and her had went shopping one day at Walmart. Me and my sister-in-law, we were looking at stuff, and I mentioned I liked that blanket. So she got us all, oops, I colored the wrong one. Oh well. So she got us all blankets. I was talking away and I colored some of another number. But that's alright because it's going to be close to, I think, that color. So I'll just go over it, no biggie. So yeah, that looks like that's it for 17. So let's go to 18, which is violet. So I'm using this Bic color. Doesn't say the color on it, but I think they're like a gel pen. Or like a pen. To me, they color like a gel pen, so that's what I'm using. And then when we were coming home from visiting with the parents, it was snowing. But I think we're only supposed to get a few flurries, so. But it was coming down pretty good. Ooh, I really like this purple, violet. Really pretty. Slide it down just a little bit. There we go. There are just so many coloring books I want to color in. I feel like there's never enough time. But I do like to take my time and enjoy them, each page, as I'm coloring. I really do. I do like to enjoy each picture while I'm coloring. I don't like to put pressure on myself that I need to hurry, because that just makes my anxiety go haywire. My mind already doesn't shut off too much as it is, but usually when I'm coloring at the pace I color, it just goes into relax mode. So lately, I've been wanting to pull out my second diamond painting. Like, I have tons of diamond paintings that I've never touched, all purchased from Amazon a few years back, some maybe years and years ago. And I'm working on my second one, and lately I've just been wanting to pull it out on nights I'm not recording or coloring, and just want to work on it a little bit. I think it's the weather, like the comfy, cozy weather's coming, so it just makes me want to do all the cozy things. Like, I read, I love to read too, but I don't read every night. And I've been wanting to read a lot more. I mean, I've read quite a few books already this year, and next year I'm telling myself to read more of my books on my bookshelf, because I have so many books. I have a book app on my phone, and you scan your books in or search for them, and it tells you how many books you have. And I haven't even read most of them, and they were all books that appealed to me. Most of my books I did get from thrift books, or I've gotten ARC copies sent to me that I need to read, and I have over 600 books. Not coloring books, books to read. I wish I had 600 coloring books, but yeah, so I have them all on shelves, and I just need to dive into those, because every time I look at my bookshelf, I'm just like, oh, this one looks so good, I should read this. And our library, I use the Libby app. They have a lot of, like, if I don't have the second part of a book, I can always read it on there. Because sometimes, you buy a book, and I don't know, sometimes I think the first book's usually the best, and then you go on to another part, and the other one was good, but not as good, so yeah, so I do use the library too. But I haven't bought any books in quite a while because I have so many. I do still do Book of the Month with it, which I absolutely love, and I probably won't stop that because I love Book of the Month. But yes, I've been wanting to do all of the cozy things. What's your favorite cozy thing? Is it just coloring, or do you have other hobbies? Because I probably have quite a few that I like to do. There's so little time, and you just kind of go with the flow. And some I feel bad because I think in my head, oh, I should be doing all this other ones too. So I try to make time, being a mom, you gotta put your kids first, which I always will do, and my husband and family. So this stuff can wait. But now my kids are at the age, well, my son has always been, where they like game boards, and I love game boards. Always looking for new fun ones. Okay, so I think that's it with 18. So we'll start on 19, which is dark violet. Which I chose this color for dark violet, and it doesn't say it is another Bic. We'll see if that's a violet or a blue. Sometimes I think I get the violets and blues mixed up. And I do have glasses, but it's like... But that's okay. If it's blue, it'll be fine. Oh, that's a nice color. So me and my husband actually got to watch a couple movies this weekend. One of them was called Leave the World Behind. Have any of you heard of that or seen that movie? It's like a thriller drama movie. That movie creeped me out. Like, it did give me the thrill. Not like creep me out like as in a horror movie, scared me, but like made you think of things that could happen. And for the most part, the movie was good. It had me on the edge of my seat most of the time. You know, with everything that was going on in there. But the ending was actually kind of disappointing. Well, me and my husband were talking about the movie, and he said they could have done so much more with the movie, because it was like a 2-hour and I think 20-minute movie. Yeah, and I think they could have done so much more too. And then they could have made the ending a little bit better, but that's just my opinion. But it was good for the most part. I just think they could have made it a little bit better and added more, maybe, and had the ending be a little bit better. So we watched that, and then the next night we started watching The Family Plan. It had Mark Wahlberg in it, because I thought, hey, this looks like a great movie. Let's watch this. I was super tired that night too. My daughter had woken up that day at 4 in the morning and wanted to stay up and do a bunch of stuff, and then she fell asleep around 6:30 in the morning, and then my son woke up, so I just stayed up. So I didn't finish that movie, The Family Plan, but I don't know. I don't know if I was just too tired or what, but I just wasn't feeling that movie. Have you guys seen any really good movies recently? They could be new, they could be old. I like all types of movies, so... Or what did you watch? I want to see Stephen King's The Stand, like the original movie, but I haven't seen that, and I read the book. But I hear it's a really long movie. My husband used to be... Well, he still is, but he doesn't really read much anymore. He's too busy to do that. And he has seen that movie now. I thought he said it was like 5 hours long. I was like, whew. It might take me a couple days to watch that, but I do want to see it because I did, read the book. And I do see they had like a TV show too. I think there's a couple like remakes of that. Have you guys seen that or not? Or which one do you think's the best? Haven't really watched any Below Deck recently. I need to get there. I'm on the last season. And then I'll be ready to start a new show. So yeah, we watched those movies. We did a movie night with the kids, which we do pretty much every weekend. We tried watching Chicken Run. It's like a new one. I think it's on Netflix. I don't remember what the rest of the title was. And I thought the kids would like it, but they just didn't really care to watch that. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but I probably would have watched it with them. The whole movie, but yeah, they didn't really care to watch that. So then they wanted to watch one of the Garfield movies. And I did see that Garfield is, I think I mentioned this previously, that they, in another video, that they're coming out with a new animated version. I may or may have not mentioned that. And it looks actually cute. My son loves the old Garfield cartoons. And I do too. Bunch of nostalgia when I see that. I do want to see Wonka. I know that's out now. My sister-in-law wanted to go, but the day she wanted to go see it, I couldn't go that day. So hopefully we'll get to see that when it comes out. I'm sure we will. And usually if we go to the theater that's like 20 minutes away from us, if we go on a Tuesday, it's $5 for the movie. So we usually try to go on Tuesdays if we're able to. Tuesday night. My husband made us a steak dinner this weekend. It was so good. Ribeye and sauteed mushrooms, and I made some baked potatoes to go with it. My daughter just ate the steak. She don't like potatoes. I'm not sure why, but she doesn't. And she wanted some grapes. She's pretty picky with what she eats. And my son, he loves steak and loves potatoes, so we had that. So yeah, that was pretty much what our weekend was like, and it was a good weekend. Good weekend. Now next weekend is Christmas Eve, and I can't wait. We're gonna go to my parents', which we do every year, and Christmas Eve is always kind of like a snacky night, and then we bring like all my siblings and I, we make some type of warm food, and the rest will be like snacky stuff like cheese and meat and crackers. And so I'm making a crock pot full of chili because we always have chili no matter what every Christmas Eve. So I'm in charge of that this year, and my niece, she's gonna make a charcuterie board of chili toppings. So it could be like jalapeno, onion, cheese, corn. She's gonna make some cornbread muffins. You know, there's gonna be a bunch of different toppings. So we're excited for that. So yeah. Okay, it looks like we're on the last color, which is 20. I'm so excited. This is so cute so far. Still trying to figure out I'm guessing this is just maybe an ornament of some sort. I don't know what I'm going to do with this white part yet. If I'll leave it or what I'll do with that, but I think that's how it's supposed to be, so I'll probably just leave that. All right, so number 20 is going to be magenta. So let me get the magenta out. Okay. And this is Crayola, and it says Primrose. So let me see if I can go over the 20 that I colored. Looks like it's pretty similar, so maybe I can. Kinda. We'll see how it looks. I don't think it looks that bad. No, it doesn't look too bad. So how is the weather where you guys are at? Today it was in the 30s and pretty dreary. And then, like I said, it was snowing when we came back. Came back home around 7:30 tonight. So it was snowing then. But they only said it's only supposed to be a few flurries, so. And then since we got back so late, my son has school tomorrow. He's usually in bed at 7. And he was hungry, and my daughter was, so it just made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and they were ready for bed. Oh yeah, that looks fine. My last few color and chats were quite long, so I think this one will be a little bit shorter. But I just wanted to share it with you guys because I enjoy doing color and chats. Just nice. Talk about random things, talk about coloring, and like none of my friends or family color, so besides my kids, they color occasionally. All right, I have 3, well, a couple more up here. And then we'll be finished. Really like this color. I don't know. Almost makes me think of like a plum. All right. I think that is it. Well, what do you think? Again, that's Animal Quest Color by Number Christmas. Used a variety of Bic markers and Crayola markers. I will link everything down below. If you like this video, please consider giving it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of my content, please consider subscribing so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!